All right, guys, so this is part 5. So we're about to get into some audio, but before we get into the audio, I want to pinpoint the question that is specifically to Auntie Obama, is what we'll call her. And this is a conversation we had prior to contacting any police officer or getting any polygraph or anything. This is just me coming to her as a niece with all of this trauma and all of these allegations, trying to talk to her, and she's basically saying she doesn't know what I'm talking about. I'm a liar, but she's lying. So in the beginning of the audio, this is me giving the same story. So if you watch part 1, I'm explaining the same situation to my mom, and my story has not changed. So I'm explaining to her what happened the night I was brutally beaten when I was 7 years old, and going into other things. So let's take a listen.
He beat me so bad, punched me unconscious, beat me unconscious. While she held me down, we came to 494. You and Granny was there. When she banged on the door, she had me in her arms and y'all brought me in there, and y'all was looking at me and y'all was like, I can't believe he beat her like that. She was like, I had to. He said he was going to kill her. He said he was going to kill her. I had to.
I don't even understand why you would think I would do that when I protected you from a boy. Well, I don't even, that ain't even nothing that, I'm not saying, oh no, and that's nothing that never happened. I'm not saying that.
Papa, we was living in Upper Crossing. Papa broke into our house that night, our apartment that night, came and beat the fuck out of my mama. And she came over there like, Daddy beat me. Daddy beat me. I'm just going to have to, we all taking a polygraph anyway. So I know, I remember, because it happened to me. So I remember. So if you don't, that's fine. I can't hold that against you. It is what it is. I remember you saying, how y'all, because he knocked me out so I wouldn't remember. That was the whole point. And
so the conversation continues and we're getting nowhere. So she starts deflecting again and saying that she has an issue with the way I spoke to her father, the pedophile that she protects, and that she had a sexual relationship all of her life. That's why she does not want to admit any of this happened, because she has Stockholm syndrome and is protecting her predator. So this is what she had to say about that.
Remember what you were saying? I was standing right there.
I know what I said. I'm saying it's what.
I'm thinking you calling to actually have a conversation, because if I knew you would have went that way, I would have never put my daddy on the phone with you.
Are you talking about this dad? The dad who raped your nieces? The dad who totally psychologically was fucking his granddaughters up? With your help? Like he didn't walk in on you molesting me? Because you molested me more than once, Tanisha. End of the day, everybody was fucking everybody, and they wanted the kids to join. They are all sick. That's why they're covering for each other the way they are. It's just a family full of incest.
Times when real shit is going on and it's traumatic and it's your life and your emotions are high. When I first talked to you, I was like, put Papa on the phone. What the fuck I wasn't doing that, because that wasn't my intention. But once I got on the phone with him and I was crying, because even when we first got on the phone, I didn't just go off when we first got on the phone. I was saying Papa, and I was trying to get out what I was saying, and then I just lost it, because I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with everybody? Like.
And that is a good-ass question. What the fuck is wrong with everybody? Because let's get into the next audio. So this is the audio of, I'm not even going to say her name, but she's admitting that one of my younger siblings, she was only like 2 years old, and pointed at her private part and said that her father touched her. And we're going to get into the audio of that, because if he would touch his own fucking kids, what the fuck you think he's going to do to some kids that are not his?
Alleging against her. Be honest. Hand on the Bible. She say I'm delusional, but that day when Keon had Young home, she told me that never happened, or she told me she don't remember that. Well, she ain't say it never happened, but she said she don't remember that. Don't you remember that, Grant?
Lord, Tasia.
Don't you remember that? Be honest.
Yeah, I remember that.
And her daddy touched her, and did we question her or anything? I came home and said that on my own, and when my mama came in the door, we told my mama, and she sat there with her face scrunched up, and she said, she asked Keon, and he said he didn't do it, right?
Okay, y'all, so we're going to move forward from that. As you can see, if you've been here from part 1 to part, I think this is what, 5, then you've heard enough and seen enough to know they're full of shit. So let's move on to why this case is not being picked up. Now, the things that you guys have seen and heard is not even half of what I have. The only evidence that I don't have is evidence of statutory rape. The only thing I have is a lie detector test and the Adult Survivor Act and other things as well, but I'm not going to get into everything. But what I will say is I do believe that, and not even that I believe, I know that it's facts, and you're going to hear someone who knows just as much as I do give you guys a little insight on what I'm dealing with and why this case is not being picked up. Now, if you watched, part 1 through 5, then I said that the police works with the mob. Now, you have to understand, if the police is willing to go out and pick up a drug dealer who they know sells drugs and, is what they would call a threat to society, they will go pick one of them motherfuckers up and then have them work with them to get another person that they feel like is more of a valued drug dealer, and then let the other person go free. They make deals like that all the time. So if you think, let's not even get started on the drugs that come over the border that the government knows about. Like, it's not uncommon that, look at the Rick Ross story. Look at American Gangster. They all end up working with the people that they claim is a threat to society. So it's not uncommon for the police to work with people, rats, the mob, the cartel. I mean, how you think El Chapo got free? It was from within. Like, how y'all think that people get phones and Burger King and anything that they want in the prisons? Because it's corrupt officers, judges, all type of shit going on. Like, the people who know, y'all know I'm keeping it real.
So they was organized crime. That's why they all be working at the prison, working in the court, or working in the places they work at. They organized criminals on top of sex trafficking kids and all of that other bullshit they doing. That's just minor shit they doing. They doing major shit too. That's why I say you gotta really be careful what you say to them about them over the phone, because it's a whole group of that. It ain't just, it's a whole bunch. You understand? Yeah. Like, they tied in. They linked in. They linked in with the court system. They linked in with the police department. They linked in. LinkedIn. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And not only them, the whole family. And they will get together. They will have people that you don't even know, that they never even seen in cars. It'll be probably 20 people in different cars, 20 different cars on the street following you any given day. You won't even know it, because you will be sitting there thinking, ain't nobody in 20 different cars. And that many people ain't got that much time or resources to be following me. But you they time and you they resource. So they do got the time and the resource to follow.
Now, if you've already watched part 2, then you will see me being followed, or I would say watched. First, my room was called, basically letting me know that he sees me. He knows exactly where I am. And then, there were signs being held up. But you have to understand, what I recorded was not the first time I was being followed. I've been being followed for like the past 6 months, just so y'all know. I'm going to use my platform. I'm going to use my platform to tell my story. I'm going to use my platform to inspire other women to speak up.
you know, and to inspire women and families and black families. How many black women has been touched in black families and nothing happens, or they get their ass beat? That ain't enough. We need to teach these motherfuckers to not touch our motherfucking kids, okay? I promise you, a motherfucker touch mine, I'm telling you. This is not even the iceberg. We're just getting into it. And, you know, if, as far as anyone goes, if you're not hearing it from my mouth, then it's not true. And I have stopped being friends and cut motherfuckers off. Anybody who ain't riding for me, how I will ride for them. Bottom line, anybody who's questioning me. I had a bitch tell me, what is a lot of test supposed to prove? Bitch, get the fuck on. This a bitch that's supposed to be a social worker. Bitch, what do you mean? That's how you gonna tell? What the fuck? You sound stupid. You sound stupid, bitch. I have so much more shit that I'm going to talk about. And like I said, this is just part 1. I'm just follow me. Just keep following me, because I'm periodically gonna drop videos. My next video, my channel is not gonna turn into a trauma page to where every video is gonna be about this situation. But we're gonna get into some things, and I'm gonna speak on it, and I'm never gonna stop speaking on it, because young women need to see people do the right thing. We're not doing what they did back in the day. We're not doing what mama and them did. We're not doing that. We're doing the right thing. I'm gonna always stand on what's right. And if you not standing with me, then you against me. But like I said, this is just the beginning for my story. I will always speak on it, and I don't give a fuck. My truth is not up for debate. My truth is not up for debate. I'm not gonna debate about whether I'm wrong or right, because it happened to me. And if you ain't never been through no shit like this, you shouldn't speak on it. Either you're gonna support or get the fuck on. So stay tuned. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for rock with me. I had so many inboxes, so many DMs, so many people reaching out to me, so many. I thank y'all. Thank you for the people. I felt so much support from people I didn't even know. They don't like it. They can make a YouTube and speak theirs. They can take a lie detector test and post theirs, but they can't pass it. So moving up and forward. But I'm gonna always use my platform to keep shit real, and that's exactly what I'm doing. We're gonna get into even deeper things, because the police department not shit. We're gonna get into it. So stay tuned. Appreciate you guys for watching. If you're just listening to my story on YouTube, then I thank you so much. Like, just if you and don't just come just for the trauma and the tea. Subscribe, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you want me to discuss. And you can ask me anything. Nothing is off limits. I don't care what it is. Nothing is off limits. Any question goes. Because I'm going to get into it. So thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe. And